What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we've got another live fantasy football mock draft for you, but this time, we will be doing our first auction draft of the year. We will be doing so here on FantasyPros. It'll be a full PPR mock. We are in a 12-team league. You know, our roster, 1 quarterback, 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and then 5 bench spots. That's pretty much it, so let's get into it. And while we wait, a quick reminder, if you guys enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, give us a follow on Twitter at AllDayPigskin to continue interacting with us there. Let us hear it in the comments section. You know, was this auction draft helpful? Did you get something out of it? Don't worry, we will do more of these. We'll do more of these on other platforms like Yahoo, like ESPN. So keep an eye out for that. I just figured we'd do our first one here on Fantasy Pro, so it goes by a little bit faster. It's still, you know, I would say pretty accurate in terms of some of these values. We've got the typical setup, $200. So yeah, let me hear in the comment section in that regards. And lastly, make sure to check out the 2022 ADP Fantasy Football Draft Guide, now available for purchase. Has everything you can want at a great value. Details in the description. But with that being said, let's, focus in on this draft because Jonathan Taylor was already drafted. He went for $81. I would say that is pretty freaking insane. That's bananas, if you will. Jamar Chase going for, his suggested value, $39. I think right now he's a good value at this point in time. So if we get him at $36, I'd be pretty happy. That's probably, again, yeah, we got Jamar Chase at $36. Let's look at the cheat sheets to see where some of these guys compare, and how much the Fantasy Pros platform has them ranked at in terms of prices. So things that stick out when we look at wide receiver, I actually think their wide receivers are undervalued, which now makes sense why we got Jamar Chase at the price that we got him. At other platforms, I've looked at just for fun. Yahoo and their rankings, like Cooper Kupp is going to go for probably $60 here. He's ranked at 47. Stephon Diggs 37, really good value. So I guess what in turn you're going to see is probably the running back position being overvalued, and yeah, we definitely saw that. So we're figuring this out pretty quickly. Yeah, Taylor went for 81, McCaffrey went for 71. So the nice thing here, the nice feature that we have is we don't have to wait on these guys, especially guys that we don't want, to see what they're going to go for, and just computers bid each other up. So I'm going to just pass and see what Najee Harris goes for. So he goes for $58. That's fine. I wasn't interested in him for that price. So Austin Eckler here, I would assume he gets close to the $70 mark, considering McCaffrey went for 71. But there's other running backs that I would rather target a little bit later on that I also really like their upside. So I'm okay passing on Austin Eckler. Notice, every guy will have a suggested value, but kind of similar to your in-person auction draft, especially the running back position. There's going to be guys, there's going to be league mates that overpay for certain running backs, especially for running backs like Austin Eckler, who had the number 2 running back finish last season. Now, I wouldn't pay this much, but again, that's not me. Derrick Henry, PPR, I'm immediately just going to pass this. I want to see how much he goes for. So he went for $61. That's fine. Aaron Jones is a guy that I like, though. Aaron Jones, I'm going to bid, and we'll see if we get in a bidding war. We'll see how high this value goes. I've noticed, compared to the suggested value, the running backs are going for at least $10 more. The real high-end ones, maybe between 10 and 15. So I do think Aaron Jones is worth $48 here, especially the way the wide receivers are priced. So I'm just going to target guys that I really like. And Aaron Jones is definitely one of those guys. We're going to get him for $48. Maybe it was a little bit of an overpay, but I think we got a really good value for Jamar Chase. So yeah, now it's our turn to nominate somebody. I'm going to nominate... actually, I'm going to have somebody auto-nominated for me because that was pretty quick. I was going to nominate Josh Allen and usually go by my strategy of nominating expensive players that I don't like. We just spent $48, so I'm not going to get in on Dalvin Cook, even though he went for less than his suggested value. So that was a good value. That was Yeah, whew, that was a really good value for Dalvin Cook. So yeah, maybe we overpaid a little bit for Aaron Jones, but I'm okay. I've said it before. I do believe in Aaron Jones this season. That's the beauty of this auction draft, folks. I feel like you're always questioning your choices. Did I make the right move? Did I spend as much? If I just spent $1 more, what would have happened? So that's why I really like this thing. It's as much as it is you versus your league mates. It's you versus yourself. Justin Jefferson here probably going to go for $40. We got Jamar Chase for $36. I think he'll be a top 5 guy. I'm not spending the money for Cooper Kupp. Let's see how much somebody spends for him. $53. So he went for $14 more than Justin Jefferson. That's way too much, considering Justin Jefferson is being drafted ahead of Cooper Kupp in some leagues in the first round. So really good value on Justin Jefferson is the takeaway. DeAndre Swift here is the next running back, so he's going to go for somewhere around $40, I would imagine. I'm going to pass on him. So he goes for $40. Good value on him. Devontae Adams, he's going for $27 right now. Let me take advantage of this and see if anybody goes higher. Yeah, somebody goes for $30. Well, let's see if somebody goes for $32. I'll be happy with landing Devontae Adams for $32 if this is the game that we're going to play. And speaking of, landing guys at certain prices, let's see, where we stack up here versus other teams in regards to how much money we have left. We have $116 left. Other teams, we got a little bit more aggressive here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that still have $200 left. I'm going to pass here on Alvin Kamara, have somebody else do this because, with the suspension, I think right now it's just a tough player to rank. So, no thank you. Joe Mixon is the next guy up for $37. So, oh, wow. Okay, well, just like that, he is up to $60. I was not expecting that, so I'm going to pass on that real hard and see how much he goes for. He goes for $65. I'm going to pass on Josh Allen. And again, the nice thing is just because, computers are still bidding, if we pass, they're doing that internal bidding, behind the scenes. So just because it's $46, that doesn't mean that's going to be the final value, even though here it probably will be since, I stand corrected. Josh Allen just went for $54. Oh, God. FantasyPros, please fix that. I did not put the settings in this mock draft to be uber aggressive for quarterbacks. For the love of God, that is insane. I get sick to my stomach when I see Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes go for more than $30 in Yahoo or ESPN. He just went for $54. That was wild. So, okay, it is what it is. Moral of the story, for folks, all of these auction drafts are going to be night and day different from platform to platform. So we're going to try and do a lot of these in a lot of different platforms. But, let me hear in the comment section what platform are you guys doing your auction drafts on. I'll try and tailor it that way and do more of them on those specific platforms. Here again, just for the sake of it, so we kind of have a little bit of a shorter video because these auction drafts, they can get very, very long in terms of length, like 40 plus minutes to an hour long. So we're not going to, I don't think right now at this point in time, it'd be too valuable. Deebo Samuel is a guy that I'm going to pass on. Let's see how much he goes. He goes for $38. So yeah, I'm okay passing on him there. Again, Mike Evans isn't going to go for $2. You can be sure of that. So yeah, bid goes up to $31. I think he's an intriguing, wide receiver one, especially with Chris Godwin out. Looking at our roster, we have got Aaron Jones and, he just went up to $41. That made our decision easy. So let's pass. I should say he went up to $40. If we wanted him, we would have had to, it's our turn to nominate someone. And considering what I just saw quarterbacks go for, and I'm not going to be able to nominate someone, of course, by the time I got to the players that I wanted to go with. I was going to nominate Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert, something like that, and see somebody spend way too much money on him. I'm going to throw $28 here at CeeDee Lamb. Let's see if somebody wants to pay more money than that. I think that'd be a good value for Mr. CeeDee Lamb. And we're 1 second away from, we just drafted CeeDee Lamb at $1. I kind of just speculatively threw that money around, but I think that's pretty good value, all things considered. Like, we got Jamar Chase. I will say we overpaid for Aaron Jones, but we are doing really good at our wide receivers. Jamar Chase for 36, CeeDee Lamb at 28. Like, Mike Evans went for 40. I think the gap between Lamb and Evans ain't all that high. Debo went for 38. Lamb, I'd rather have over Debo Samuel. So, yeah, if you want to look at it that way. Also, we're passing on Darren Waller, who just went for $32. We're passing on Nick Chubb. He's going to go for a decent amount of money, and it's going to be in a full PPR league, not as valuable. Nick Chubb, so no thank you for $43. Kyle Pitts for $12, $17. Let's see what happens here. I'll throw some money for $17. I'm all right getting a lower echelon tight end. I want to build out my running back position, so I'm going to save these funds. He went for $25. I'm passing on Javonte Williams. I'm not a Javonte Williams fan, especially when you got to pay $40 to get him, or right around that. Now it's the high 30s. Let's see how other teams are looking with their funds. He just went for $46. Jesus Christ. So we're at 88, but we've got 3 players on our squad, and I'd say 3 big-time players: Aaron Jones, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, that's something to consider. I'm going to pass here Ezekiel Elliott. Let's see what this thing gets up to. He went for $38. Not bad. I believe, nobody anymore has $200 left. So we have 88. It's a little bit low, but, not as low as somebody that has 31 or 29 or 58. So we're still doing okay. Leonard Fournette, you better believe I'm not going to spend $53 on him. That is super excessive. So no thank you there. Wide receivers, now we're in a good spot. We've already got Chase and CeeDee Lamb. I can pass on a lot of these wide receivers, and we can just kind of scroll past it. Tyreek Hill went for 39. Deontay Johnson is somebody that I really, really don't like. Now, we've probably gotten to the point where you're going to see a lot of good value with these mid-tier wide receivers. That's what often happens in auction drafts. So, we could have gotten him probably at lower than his suggested value, but I'm out on Deontay Johnson this year. I don't think he's going to duplicate the success he had last year, so I'm going to pass here. He goes for 29. Again, we got CeeDee Lamb for 28. So James Conner here, he's an intriguing name. Let's look at the running back position. I just kind of want to remind myself who's left. Saquon Barkley's still there. Okay, it got up to $40 for James Conner. Okay, no thank you. So let's pass on that. He went for 39. Travis Etienne, here's my guy. For the love of God, don't go for like $1 million, or don't go for the 40s. Oh my God, come on, stop it. Let me get the guy that I like. $33 is going to be a lot of money for Travis Etienne oh my gosh. All right, we might have to pivot here a little bit. We've still got Saquon Barkley. We're going to have to pivot here, yeah. Okay, so moral of the story, when you are doing these auction drafts on FantasyPros, the running back position and how it is, drafted is going to be absolutely nonsensical. It's going to be crazy. So we're passing on to Mark Andrews. I don't have the funds, considering I still need another running back. But here, I'm actually going to nominate Justin Herbert. Yes, I finally got in a nomination, and I'm just going to pass immediately. So he just went for $27. That's fine. Juju Smith-Schuster, a nice, potential steal, but let's see how much he goes for. Yeah, he went under $10. All right, George Kittle. Let's see what Mr. Kittle does here. He was a guy, I was just about to hit bid, and then I really quickly didn't. But I will say, us staying patient there, and now all of a sudden there's only 2 teams with over $100, and one of them is right at 101. So we're at a good spot. We're at a good spot right now. Kittle will go here for $21, so let's pass on him. I'm okay. Again, I'm saying it. Dalton Schultz, somebody like that. Saquon Barkley. Here he is. I need to land Saquon Barkley, and it's going to break my heart when he goes for like $50. It's going to break my heart. It absolutely will. but I'm hoping and praying that I don't see another. Come on, damn it! That was a real moment there, folks. That was a, off the cuff comment where it broke. Oh my gosh! Please stop this. I need to land Saquon Barkley here. Come on now. Yeah, let's stay calm here. $38 for Saquon Barkley. Travis Etienne went for 36. Come on, don't get sniped. All right, we get him. We get Saquon Barkley at 38. Now I feel a lot better. We've got two running backs that I really like. And now we can kind of speed by this a little bit. That's the nice feature here on Fantasy Pros with their auction drafts. You can speed by a lot of this. Cam Akers went for 36. Give me Saquon Barkley over Cam Akers 10 times out of 10. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm not interested in him with his suspension. Okay, he went for $1. That's really funny. That would have been a good value for $2 for what it's worth. So here, Josh Jacobs, I don't have that much money to throw around. We need to build out the rest of our roster. So, just as a reminder, our roster so far, Aaron Jones, Saquon, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. I think we got good value on our wide receivers. Our running backs was another situation. A.J. Brown, I want nothing to do with. So right now you're seeing these wide receivers go at really, really good values. So again, note to self, you can wait on the wide receivers later on here. Getting Keenan Allen at $20 would be very, very good. Let's see. But again, I only have $50 left, folks. I need to get some depth at the wide receiver position, some depth at the running back position. And now this thing is up to $28. We're targeting our dudes here, like our Mike Williams, our Allen Robinsons. So sorry, I love you, Keenan Allen. No, thank you. Michael Pittman, another guy. I'm hoping he gets close to that suggested value because that way, he makes a dent in some of these other budgets that are left. We're at $50. Let's see how many people have less money than us. Not many. 1, 2. There's only 2 teams with less money than us. We're passing on Michael Pittman. He goes for $22. Wow, I forgot that T. Higgins was still available. He's going to end up being a really good value, but we've already got Jamar Chase, so we can just skip by this. He goes for $23. Jalen Waddle, I'm going to skip through this as well. The wide receivers that I'm going to start paying attention to are in this range right here. Mooney, Robinson, Mike Williams, Marquise Brown. So no thank you to Jalen Waddle. Let's have somebody else spend on him. It's our turn to nominate. Let's force these people to spend on quarterback. We are passing happily. He just went for $27. Suckers. So I'm happy with that. We're kind of taking advantage of the system there. James Cook was nominated. He goes for $4. That doesn't do much for me. A guy that's probably doesn't have much value unless something happens to Singletary. I'm passing on Montgomery. He went for $37. Again, as a reminder, we got Barkley for $38, so I feel good about that. Courtland Sutton here. Let's see what he goes for because I think we're gonna get a good. So he went for $12. Antonio Gibson, I'm gonna pass on. He's a guy that I don't believe in this year. So bye-bye Antonio Gibson. Metcalf, I'm out on this year without Russell Wilson. Let's see how much he goes for. He went for 17. J.K. Dobbins, non-PPR formats. PPR formats, I am out on him. So we're going to pass. Let somebody else draft him. Matthew Stafford. Okay, hold on now. Matthew Stafford, how much are you going to go for, sir? I'd love to get Kyler Murray, but the way this thing has been going, I'm just curious. I want to see what one of these middle tier quarterbacks goes for. I'm going to pass. He'll probably go for $5. Oh, he goes for $11. Okay. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, no thank you. He goes for $16. Terry McLaurin. Let's see what Terry McLaurin, if we get him as our flex guy, I'd feel pretty good about that. Honestly, I would. He's at $9. If I get Terry McLaurin for $9, I'll be pretty happy about that. 10, 11, so it's going to go up. It'll definitely go up. 13, I'm just going to pass it. He goes for 14, so not that much higher than I expected. We're going to pass on DJ Moore. He goes for 16. Dalton Schultz. All right, sir. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's dance. $6. Let's actually look at the tight ends that are available still. Dalton Schultz, Hawkinson, Goddard. So he's going to go for probably 11, 12. I'm already taking Zach Ertz at 8 or Cole Kmet at 5, honestly. I'm going to pass. He goes for 11. Our turn to nominate. Let's nominate another quarterback. Lamar, you're somebody else's problem. I'm going to pass. How much money is he going to go for? So let's see. He went for 21. Passing on Joe Burrow. He goes for 11. Elijah Mitchell. I'm going to pass on. Yeah, am I going to pass on him? Let's see what running backs are left, folks. Elijah Mitchell. Oof. There's not too many running backs left. That's something to think about later on. Probably going to be looking at Melvin Gordon as our third string running back. I don't love that, but, yeah. So I don't have too much money. I want to build depth more so than anything. Breece Hall just got nominated. Sure, I'll throw $2 at him. I'm not going to get him at $2, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay. So $13 now, 14. He's still probably a decent value at $14. I've got $50 left, 17. All right, okay, forget this. He goes ultimately for $20. Okay, Michael Thomas, I'm going to pass on him here. A little bit too rich. Allen Robinson, here we go. Here we go, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Getting that flex play at a good value. Let's see, I'm sure that this won't stay under $10, but I think we're at a good spot where actually we have the most money. I didn't even realize how that happened. We have the most money in this entire mock draft left. All right. Well, we just got a steal at Allen Robinson for $8. And all of a sudden, our wide receivers are even more stacked than before. We're going to pass on Amari Cooper. He's somebody that I'm out on this year, probably without Deshaun Watson. Melvin Gordon, he's my next highest ranked running back, and it's not really all that close. Let's look at the running backs that are left, folks. Melvin Gordon, Miles Sanders. I don't love this situation one bit. So $8. If we can get Melvin Gordon at $8, if there's an injury to Javonte Williams, there's a lot of ifs in that sentence, but it's all right. It could be a lot worse. So Tyler Lockett, we're going to pass. We'll see how much of this roster we end up doing. I don't know if we're going to stay for the entire thing because I don't want to, in auction drafts, it takes a lot more time. So we're passing a lot of these players. Godwin, Cooks, Marquise Brown is interesting. I'm all right getting some depth with Marquise Brown. Let's see how much he goes for. I'm not going to get him for $3 or $4. I think I could get him for less than $10, though, which would be a pretty good value. I'd be very, very happy about that. So, 7, 8. Let's see if he hits the $10 mark. I said before, I imagine he goes right around $10, his suggested value. We've gotten to the point in time where all these guys are going to go for cheaper, especially the wide receivers. I'd imagine half of their price. Our turn to nominate somebody. So quarterback, let's quickly nominate Jalen Hurts. I don't want Jalen Hurts. Somebody's going to hopefully pay up some big money for him. He goes for $16. Yeah, $16 is kind of expensive now. So I feel good about that. Kenneth Walker, we're going to pass on. Ramondre, we're going to pass on. Damian Harris, I'll pass. He goes for $13. Robert Woods, pass. TJ Hawkinson, we'll probably pass on. Let's see. A.J. Dillon, pass. Hawkinson won for $7. Isaiah Spiller. We're getting to the point where I just want to, land a quarterback and a tight end, and then we'll wrap this thing up because we have the core of our roster. Mike Williams for $6, though. That's a really good value. So a lot of depth at wide receiver. That's what's happening now. If we get him for $9, I'll be really happy. And then I'll probably nominate somebody like a Kyler Murray next. So, okay, $11. Are we going to play this game? I guess we will. If I get him for $1 more, I'll take that. If it gets higher than this, then forget it. But I think we'll get him at $11. So, yeah, the problem is now our max that we can go for is $12 in terms of quarterbacks. I'll bid $2 for Kyler Murray. Let's see. I'll bid the max for Kyler Murray, probably. But I don't. I don't think we have, that's funny, we have exactly $15 left. So let's look at the other quarterbacks that are available. Quarterback-wise, Kyler Murray, yeah, he's by far my highest-ranked guy. Shouldn't I? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do this. We're going to have a little bit of a top-heavy roster here if we end up getting him, because we're not going to be able to do much then at tight end. We'll see. So we get him for $10. Yeah, okay. So we're going to make one last pick when it's our turn to make a selection. I'm just going to go to the tight end board, and then I'm going to go with probably Cole Kmet. We have exactly $5 left. I hope we can get him for $5. Passing here on Tom Brady, our turn to nominate somebody. Let's nominate Cole Kmet. So let's see what happens, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, I'm just going to bid $3. If somebody bids more than $3, since that's the max we can go with now, then they're going to get them. Yeah, and somebody did. Bastards. All right. So we got to wait. We got to wait a little bit. Let's kind of scroll through this. Let's go. Just so we can get a tight end on our team. Dallas Goedert. Let's bet on him. Sure, I have no problem there. Whether it's Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz. All right, pass. So that's an annoying thing. Like at this point, you get the picture. I think we can kind of conclude it here, just because we only have $5 left, and I don't want to make this video 20 minutes longer, just getting sniped by $1 just so that we can select one tight end. I think that would be kind of meaningless. As far as our roster is concerned, I'm happy the way this turned out. I guess, sure, depending on how much we spend for a tight end, we'll only have $1 left to fill out the rest of our bench, but our three bench pieces right now are very strong. I really like, our starting roster. The takeaway here, like I said before, considering this is our first auction draft here on Fantasy Pros, running back position is a premium. It goes for a lot higher than I expected. So we're going to live and learn from that. But overall, I think this is a good roster. We got some incredible value at wide receiver. I'll give this for starters a B grade. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did you guys enjoy this auction draft? If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, make sure to check out the 2022 ADP Fantasy Football Draft Guide, now available for purchase. Everything you can want there, details in the description. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys in future videos.